welcome to Two for Friday at 4, number 53. I'm Bunny Barnes. It's either Two for Friday or Train Wreck Friday. I don't know yet. I'm missing people. Yeah, I know Jan Anderson was the first person in the room. Saw that eye come in, and there's the eye. Hey, John Sprouse. I hope Margie's here too, in the front row. You must be in the front row. Yep. Mark Matthews, Phil Wagner, Warren Bender, and Janelle made it back. All right, John Montanez. Pam Zappardino, Jay Dusenberry, California. Nice and warm there, I bet. It's not too bad here today. Ronnie Scott Merrick, Joe Owers, Debbie Freed, you made it. I'm playing a gig around this area. Maybe you guys can come over. Yeah, thank you, Debbie. Tom Cooney, hey, thank you for coming in. Tom Cooney has a great podcast. Tom, why don't you write your info into this, into the chat? Maybe people will come to your podcast. It's a songwriter podcast. I'm sure there are people interested in that. And he's a great player. Wow, you should hear Tom. Steve Edelman just did a great set. I saw most of his set. It was a bird set. And I shared that to my live stream, so you can go back and look at. I shared Warren's as well, so you can go back to my news feed and see their sets. Oh, and Kathleen is there too. Oh, good. Jean-Luc de Paulo, am I saying that right? Hello. Thank you for joining us. Bernd Bockmann aus Deutschland. Hello. Mehr Sonnenschein. Dave McDonald from Scotland. How's it in Scotland? Wet and windy. Ooh. We're sending you some sunshine today. Sartorius, hello. Thank you for joining. Rosemary Ross. Not invisible. Arlene. I'm going to be seeing Arlene soon. Abby Cohen. Howard Hobbs. Oh, man. I've got a good crew here today. You got it. All right. Well, so that coming to the room music was You Are My Sunshine. It was written by Jimmy Davis and his guitar player, Charles Mitchells, in 1940. It's actually the Louisiana state song. Bing Crosby was the first to have a hit with it in 1941, and it went to number 20. It was also the B-side of Hank Williams' signature song, Your Cheatin' Heart. And in 2000, it was the soundtrack of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, recorded by Norman Blake. Yeah. Hey, Annette. Thank you for coming. Hey, Toby. Good to see you guys here. Yeah. You guys talk amongst yourself. If I read that chat, I'm gone. So last week was, hey, Freddie. Another Scotland person. UK. So last week was Arthur Doc Watson would have turned 99. And I owe a lot to him. He was a singer-songwriter and a guitarist extraordinaire. And he flat-picked and he finger-picked. He finger-picked with two fingers, like his thumb and his index finger. It was amazing. He was so fast. But he was my first big influence on the guitar. And I wanted to share you my story. Hey, Pat. Patricia's off. Like, I'll be playing her wedding this summer. Thanks for coming. So I wanted to share you my story of Doc Watson with you. I started playing when I was 16. And I learned Windy and Warm like we all do, growing up, the record on and off. And I started teaching at 21 at Council Rock High in Newtown in 1972. And I would pass this building every week called the Bucks County Association for the Blind. And I went in one day and I said, look, I want to write to a friend of mine who's blind, Doc, of course. And so they gave me a stylus and a little awl to punch it and some oak tag and a Braille alphabet. And they said, here's the alphabet. Just punch the letters into the oak tag. There you go. No other directions. So I wrote Doc a letter. And, of course, my return address was on the envelope. And about a couple months later, I went to see him down in Philly. And I went to the stage door hoping to catch a glimpse of him. And this guy came out on the landing. And I looked at him, and it really looked like Merle. So I said, are you Merle? And he says, are you Bunny? I said, I am. I don't have no clue how he knew it was I, but he said, my dad wants to meet you. So I guess they told him they looked at the return address, and he said, look out for her in Philly. And so I went in, and I played Windy and Warm for Doc. It was just an honor of my lifetime, He was telling me how great it was. I used his Gallagher. It was really hard for me because he had like heavy gauge strings on that bluegrass guitar. But he said it was fabulous. And he said to me, you know that you I know you sent me a letter, but I couldn't read it. It was probably stage 2 Braille, and I could only read stage 1. And I'm thinking, I don't know what stage 1 is. But he says, well, what did it say? I wanted to answer whatever question you had in there. And I said, well, I was just telling you, Doc, that you're my hero. And he says, oh, young'un, I ain't no better than anybody else. I just been picking longer than everybody else. It was so sweet and so dear. And so after the concert was fabulous, of course, gave me a shout out. And I went back to the Bucks County Association. I said, grade 1, grade 2 Braille, what is he talking about? And they said, well, how were you doing it? So I said, punching the letters. They said, oh, duh, think about it. When they take your oak tag, they turn it upside down and read the bumps. And I had just punched. They said, if you want to punch the letters, you take the alphabet, you have to reverse the letters, punch them, kind of like Hebrew, punch them backwards from right to left so that when they turn the paper over, they can read the bumps forward. Duh. So I wrote all these letters to him over the time. Hey, Leslie. I wrote a lot of letters to him, and every time he'd come to town, Main Point, was mostly the Main Point, the Folk Fest, Philly Folk Fest. He would invite me downstairs, and we'd sit for a half an hour or so and talk and play guitar, and it was just the highlight of my youth, my young years. Hey, Dave Falcone. I shared you to my news feed. So anyway, I'm forever grateful to Doc. He always gave me a shout out. He always gave me time before and after the concert, and he just became a very dear friend. I even made him a big heart, a leather heart, and I used carpet tacks to do the letters in Braille that said Rosalie and Doc, and he loved it. He said it hung on his wall for years. Anyway, so this was to be a shout out to Doc. And I know I played Windy and Warm a long time ago, but I thought I'd play Doc's guitar for you. And this is no way, Doc played it so fast, just with the 2 fingers. This is no way actually like what it's kind of morphed over the years and become my version of Doc's guitars. Parts of it are the same and parts of it are mine. So here you go, Doc's guitar. I love you. Rüdiger, hello. Thanks for coming. Good to see you here. Guten Abend. So I want to encourage, I have to change guitars now. I want to encourage you to share. Let me try to not get this to pop for you. share this on Facebook. If you share it to your stream, and other friends of yours will find it, and it'll be on replay on my page as well, and you can go there and find it. And I want to thank Toby Simmons for sharing it on the West Coast and getting me all these new fans. Thank you. And also hi to my invisible friends, Kitsari Kaku, Richard Saslow. Who else? Linda Worster, Rosemary Ross is here. Bob Zaltzberg, Craig Patroon, Daryl Anderson, and any others. If I've missed your name, type in that you're watching this live. And if I've missed you, it's either because I didn't see it go scroll past, or that you're invisible. I think I caught everybody today as you were coming in. I think so. And as I said, Dave Falcone did a great set. He's on my feed. Go back and watch him. Also, Warren Bendler, I shared his page, and Slim Edelman's. It's under Steve Edelman, though. And yesterday, Alberto, hello, gracias. Alberto's a good finger picker himself. So go back, and you can also see Martin McNeil did a great thing yesterday. He had Ruby Florence on. Now, I'm not sure, but I think Ruby might have been his daughter. But they sang some beautiful things in harmonies. She's a great singer. She's a beautiful young lady. And it was a really special Blues Thursday. I really, really, really enjoyed that. So, you can scroll back on my news feed and see Martin McNeil. And tonight, I want to let you know that the Carl Shop Show is going to be on from kgfn.org. KGFN Goldfield, Nevada, has a show every Friday night called the Carl Shop Show. And Carl Brownfield is kind enough to play at least one of my tunes through at one of the breaks during his show. And it's always a thrill to hear my name shouted out and playing one of my tunes. So if you go to kgfn.org, you can find the Carl Shop Show. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Time, but he does rebroadcast it during the week, so you could actually hear it from at different times of the week. Hey, Steve Batten, thank you for joining. South England, oh man, I wish I were there. Oh, beautiful, beautiful country. Carl Shop Show, kgfn.org. Tim Eady is doing his Sleepy Time tune set on Saturday, 5 p.m. These are all Eastern Standard Times. And hey, John Montanez, Eastern Standard Time. Raleigh Brown will be on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. I usually watch him on replay. I think I caught him live this week. If you haven't gotten Raleigh's new CD yet, 22 original songs. It's fabulous. Go to RaleighBrown.com and get yourself a CD. I'm loving it. He's also on Monday and Wednesday at 3. And then Anthony Snape on Sunday from Australia at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. He's our singer-songwriter from Australia. Andrew Clark is on Sunday. I think it's 7 Eastern Time from Canada. He's a real crooner. And then don't forget, LJ is back. Lawrence Juber is back. Coming on Monday at 4:30 Eastern Time. Moody Monday. Lawrence Juber. Hey, Joe Uso. I don't think I can. I have a lesson with Muriel this weekend. I don't think I can get to come see you, but it's so good to meet you the other night. Joe Russo plays with. Write it down. Write it in the chat. Piper down. He's going to be at Adela Winery this weekend on the 13th, Sunday, I think. Joe, put it in the chat. Maybe you can get some people out to watch you. And Muriel Anderson, she's on the road, but she'll be playing Monday. She'll do her live Monday at 7 p.m. No matter where she is, she finds a signal and plays. And don't forget Meredith Axelrod and Craig Ventresco. They are just fabulous. Craig's getting his hearing is doing okay. They're sounding better than ever. Saturday at 11 p.m., Monday through Thursday at 11 p.m., and Sunday brunch. So I was not going to be here next Friday because I have a really, really busy week, and I'll explain that in a minute. But I was talking with Neil Van Eerde, who does a podcast, Live with Neve. And Neil and I have agreed that next Friday during this time, we're going to be doing a podcast, a live stream podcast. It's going to be myself and Martin McNeil with Neil. live with Neve, and I'll post that. Keep an eye on my. Hey, Carol. Yes, better late than never. I'll post that link whenever he sends it to me. So keep an eye on my page. It's going to be a live podcast next Friday, same time as this would be. I have so much practicing to do for this next week coming up. So it's nice. I'll probably play a couple tunes, but it'll only be probably a 20-minute segment interview, and then Martin McNeil will do the other part. So yeah, I thought it was very, very cool to be doing a podcast with him. So, but I do plan to be back for my Fer Friday at 4 in 2 weeks. That'll be number 54. And then you can catch the podcast here at 4 again next week. On March 17th, I have a live gig. This is a private thing with Sue, my buddy who we do the Time Travelers 2 thing. It's our duo. We're going up to Fellowship Manor to play for the folks. It's going to be a St. Patty's Day thing, but that's a private thing. But I just, like 2 hours before this happened, I got a call from the Brick Tavern Inn in Quakertown. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to play there for about 10 years, and they want me to play Thursday the 17th, 5:30 to 8:30. So I'll have 2 gigs in one day. That one, the first one being with Sue, so it's not too stressful. But then the Brick Tavern Inn in Quakertown, 5:30 to 8:30 on March 17th. That will be my first of 3 that are scheduled. It will be Thursday, every other week on Thursday, at the Brick Tavern Inn in Quakertown, 5:30 to 8:30. And then March 19th, that's the day after Friday, that's Saturday, I'll be live back at Vino by Zeno in Quakertown from 3 to 6. They're going to have a food truck this time. They're going to have Lobster Dogs food truck. So that's new. You can always bring your food into there. That's fine. They have really tasty wine. So go to Vino by Zeno March 19th. I'm live there. Or you can come to my other new gig, Maxwell's on Main. That's Sunday in Doylestown. They call it Mom's. And they're advertising it as Brunch with Bunny Barnes. It's real cool. And that's going to be upstairs in Maxwell's on Main from noon to 3 on Sunday the 20th. So that's going to be 10 hours of playing that I'm playing on my newly arthritic fingers. Guess we'll see. It's a real good test, huh? Can't wait. Yay! I'm hoping it all works. I'm going to be taking my arthritis meds and sloshing that Voltaren on my finger and saying a little prayer. So I hope to see some of you there. Come cheer me on whether I'm doing well or not. If you missed some of that stuff, you can go to bunnybarnes.com and check out my webpage. Look under appearances. All the details are written there. When I get the thing about Neve, I'll make sure that that's posted as well. I think I pushed this in. Yeah, feels good. All right, I think you can hear me. I want to just make sure this is in tune. It goes out very easily. And right after this, I won't have time to look at your comments immediately. I am heading off tonight to a concert with Arlene. This song that I'm going to play was the theme song for the Jean Shea Show for 50 years. I always thought that Tom Rush wrote it, but it was actually written by Jeff Moldauer, who was one of the founding members of Jim Kweskin's band, Jim Kweskin's jug band. It's got to be right in tune. We tune because we care. And as it turns out, Jeff Moldauer wrote it, but I decided to play this afternoon because I'm going to see Tom Rush tonight. Arlene and I are going up to the New Hope Winery. And about 7 years ago, Tom came through the Sellersville Theater, and I brought my guitar with me, and I played this for him. And we were just standing in the lobby, and I was playing playing this tune, and I finished, and he goes, "Wow, that was really good, but I don't do that hard part. I do it a simpler way. Let me show you." And then he showed me a couple things for it, and said, "Okay, yeah, that makes total sense." And so I had to relearn parts of it, and there probably are parts that have changed over the years, and but it was really, really sweet of him to stand there and listen to me play it, and give me some tips on how to make it a little bit easier. So as I said, this is probably, it's Jeff Moldauer's tune by Tom Rush, by Bunny Barnes now, and it's probably kind of morphed a little bit. But it seems like a morphing kind of day. I hope you enjoy Mole's Moan. Moon. Hey, Andrew. Thanks for watching. Kenra in Africa. Thank you for watching. Thanks for coming in. It's on replay if you missed the beginning. Yeah, Mole's Moon. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Drop this to the E goes down to a D, A goes down to G, and E goes down to D. Yeah. So sweet, isn't it? Yeah, it's a really fun tune to play. I really love it. So that was kind of my version of Tom Rush's version of Jeff Moldauer's Mole's Moon. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for coming today. If I missed you, I'm so sorry, and I do promise I will check the comments later. I think Arlene's driving, so maybe I can do some comments while I'm in the car. Yeah. So we'll be on our way very shortly. Thank you so much for coming. Letting guitar be my voice heals my soul, and I hope that maybe I brought a little sunshine into your lives today. Yeah. I love y'all. I promise I'll check the comments, and hope to see you next week for the podcast, Live with Neve podcast, and then the following week for number 454 of Fer Friday at 4. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Stay safe. Bye-bye. If I can even find this.